Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The silver outlook still remains unchanged, and as you can see here, the technical implications are still overbought and still displaying a potential pullback from the resistance that holds around $17.60 to $17.85.90. Now, I believe that this pattern eventually will unfold towards the support of $17.25 and maybe even lower towards $16.95 and reassess from there. Therefore, I expect to see any advances towards this top side to draw fresh supply and eventually see the market pull back towards that initial support at $17.25. Now, the gold outlook is a little bit mixed. However, I still feel that we are quite close to the top side of the range, with the initial resistance holding at 85, and beyond that would see firmer resistance coming in around 92 to 94, where I've highlighted it, just around this region, which we saw in April. Although the pattern is likely to see a foul bull rally, the initial support now comes in at 77. A break beneath there would give further exposure to the downside and bring in a target of 69 or even lower towards 58.60 and reassess from there. But it is viewed that now that the rally is actually getting a little bit tired, and I do expect to see any advances to draw supply either from 85 or up towards 94. The Australian dollar is currently attempting to restore its bullish bias, as you can see here, with the market now looking towards the 75-15-25 region. Into today, the RBA Monetary Policy Decision is out at 2:30 and is unlikely to see any change in rates, as it holds to the historic lows of 1.5%. Now, I do expect to see supply to come back from this region at around 75-15-25 and potentially see a turnaround with the immediate support coming in at 74.55. It is viewed that a break beneath there would give further exposure and bring in a target of 74.10, and then beneath there 73.45.55 is now the new objective to the outlook in the next coming day or two. A little changed in the euro and still remains underneath that resistance of 112.80 figure. It is viewed that the market from the technical point is still holding to a negative bias. Now, if we see a break towards that level coming in at 111.70.80 would give further exposure to the downside and bring in a target of 110.70.90. Now, in the event we do see a break above the 112.80 figure, that in the short term will leave me in a neutral view, purely for the fact is I would like to reassess and see how the market is actually staging the rally if we do get above the 113 handle. Still want to see also the US dollar index to post some bullish gains, and at this stage it's still failing to do so. So the top side is still remaining vulnerable. However, I am expecting to see eventually this move that we've seen over the last few weeks to fail towards that 113 handle and look back towards that key support. Well, dollar yen still remaining vulnerable to the downside, and as you can see here, the alarm bells are still ringing towards that 110.05.10 level. Technically, though, I feel that the market can eventually recoup its losses and recover from the support of 110 up towards 110.90 or even beyond there towards the resistance seen at 111.65.75. Now, with that being said, in the event that we do get a break beneath that 110 handle, then that would give further exposure and give an immediate target of around 108 figure 35 that we saw back here early in April. But this at this stage does look unlikely. To wrap up with the pound, well, the market is still contained by the resistance around that 129.30, even though it did give a brief attempt overnight. In light of the pattern, I still expect to see the weakness to continue and eventually see a move towards the downside, with the support coming in now around that 128.35.55 area. A break beneath there would give further exposure, and I expect to see the market fall towards a target of 127.10. Any advances beyond 129.30 should still find good resistance around 129.80.05. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day ahead.